Hi everyone and welcome to my YouTube page. I'm Tracie Mahan and I am doing the 5-card pull for November 18th through the 22nd. The good news about this week, Mercury in retrograde is going direct on the 20th. So yay! All right, let's see what the cards have to say. Let's go to those. Okay, here we go. We have the Vintage Wisdom Oracle cards, we have the Fairy Forest Oracle cards, and we have the Angel Tarot cards. So let's get started. Okay. I'm going to start off with our Vintage Tarot cards. Hopefully everybody had a wonderful weekend around here. I got some projects done and it's been productive, so that's been good. I also got to do a journey with a white dragon, and that's kind of cool thing to have happen. That was in an ascension session. We went to go see the white dragon, and it was in a mountainside in China. So anyways, never when I wake up in the morning and I have ascension sessions, I just never know where we're gonna go, so it's just fun. All right, so we're asking these beautiful cards, what is it that we need to know as a collective for November 18th through the 22nd? What is it that we need to know as a collective that would be in the highest and best good to know as a collective for the 18th through the 22nd? One more shuffle and then I'll throw these out. 18th through the 22nd as a collective, what is it that we need to know? That's how we're going into it. This is what we are bringing to it. This is the hidden aspect, something we don't know, can't see, something that we don't know yet. The next card is the action step, and the 5th card is the outcome, and that is why it is the 5-card draw pull, because I draw 5 cards. Even though I do it 3 times, it's a 5-card lineup. So we've got those beautiful ones. Now we're going with the Fairy Forest cards, and we're going to ask the same question. What is it that we need to know as a collective for the week of November 18th through the 22nd? That would be in the highest best good to know as a collective for the week of November 18th through the 22nd. All right. Sending out the good vibes for that. Sending out good vibes. Okay. How we're going in. What we're bringing. I'm trying to peekaboo already. That one is the hidden aspect, what we're not seeing. That one is an action step and going into the outcome. All right. Now we're going to do the Oracle or the Tarot, Angel Tarot cards with Radleigh Valentine. What is it that we need to know as a collective for the week of November 18th through the 22nd? I hope you guys are all excited about Thanksgiving. You got some good stuff lining up, I'm hoping. Yeah. I'm doing a family dinner. It's always nice. It's a good time. We usually have a lot of laughter going on and lots of sharing. It's a good time, Thanksgiving. I like Thanksgiving. Low pressure. Everybody brings some food, eat, laugh, and then clean up, go home, take a nap, right? Okay. So this is how we're going into the week. And this is what we bring. This one is the hidden. This one is our action. And then we've got our outcome. Everybody getting good vibes on that? Well, let's just ask our little pendulum what it thinks of this. Please show me yes. Thank you. Please show me no. Thank you. Are these 3 cards the correct cards for this particular reading today? Thank you for the collective. Are these 3 cards the correct cards for this position in this reading for the collective? Thank you. These are yeses, by the way. Are these 3 cards the correct cards for this position for the collective? Thank you. Are these 3 cards the correct cards for this position in the collective? Very nice. Wonderful. And is this the right outcome for this particular reading for the collective? Perfect. And those are all yeses. Okay, let's get started. And if you are new to my page and you enjoyed looking at the readings, please subscribe, click the bell. It'll let you know when I post something new. I also do the channeled sessions with Jason and channel in Daniel the Octorian and the Imperial Council as well. And then some of the other things I do is I will sometimes get a good ascension session that I get permission to share, and I'll make those into videos as well. And there might be some miscellaneous stuff. I just posted the other day links to the radio shows, podcasts that I do with Julia Cannon, and there's links for that under my playlist if you're interested in that. Anything else? Let's see. Coming up. I'm looking at my calendar. Is there anything coming up that I wanted to announce? I think we're good. Unless you want to know about my hair appointment, you might. It's going to look better hopefully next time I do a video. Just kidding. Okay, so let's get into the reading. All right. Oh, very interesting. Okay, so we're going into this week with peace. That's good. That's our vintage card. There's a lot of peace coming in. This is what I get though. I feel like you're going to get a piece of information or some news that's going to help bring that peace in. Or if you've been stressed about something, whatever you're stressed about, that's going to shift for you, and you're going to be able to have some peace around that. Now, I also get the promise pledge contract with the fairies. There's something that is fated, something that you have been working towards possibly, but there's fate at work here. So there's something that you have contracted before you even came into this life to do, and that is going to show up, or you're going to be continuing to work on that if it's already here. This could be with a soulmate. It could be with a relationship. This could just be your own journey of finding your path. But it's got the number 22 on there. To me, that's kind of 2 and 2. That's twins. That's could be a twin energy. It could be that you're going to be doing some work with something of that nature as well. So now our last card here is skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. So there's something there that's going to be learned this week, or somebody might actually possibly be going back to school. But what we got here is we've got information that's coming in that's going to bring you some peace of mind, information or resources, whatever it is that you need, and it's going to bring you peace of mind. But then you're also going to be stepping forward a little bit more. And Wednesday is the last day of the retrograde. It goes direct, and that might be when you start feeling something move forward. And maybe that thing that moves forward will be that destiny. That's going to be that fated thing, that thing you contracted to do. This is why you're here. This is what you came to do. And then, of course, your hard work is going to be rewarded and paid off. And you're going to be learning something. See, now learning and receiving something, those two could be tied in together. And actually, it all can be tied in together easily enough. Okay, so just looking at these all together here. Okay. You have been going through a purge, and I know a lot of people, I've talked to a lot of people, I myself have talked about my own purges over this retrograde, just being with certain things going on. But this is the purity. You've been cleansed, you've been purged, you're making room, however you want to look at it. You've been dealing with some stuff that you needed to deal with in order to create this lineup to go into this fated thing that you'll be doing. Okay. They want you to be ready, and that's why you went through the purge. They're getting you ready, and that's what this is. Readiness, bounty, plenty. You're receiving what you need to feel as though you are taken care of, but you're also receiving what you need spiritually, emotionally, physically to get you ready for what's coming for you as well. And so you've been purging, and you've been getting ready. That is what you brought to the table. You've been getting ready. And we've got the 5 of air here on the angel oracles, and it says, learn what you can from this situation, review everyone's motives. Well, over here you're learning too. And so trust your gut, trust your gut. Not everybody is aiming for the same stars you're aiming for, you know, so you got to line yourself up right with people as well. Trust your gut, listen to the things people are saying, and really take to heart what's going on in front of you, because you're getting ready to step into something big here, if you're not already in it. Some of you are already there, you're already in it. So, okay, the thing that is not happening, the thing you're not seeing, the thing that is hidden, you need to trust. You need to trust this path. You need to trust that you're on the right path, that you are going the right direction. And what I'm picking up as I'm saying that is that some of you are feeling like you don't even know what that path is. And so you feel like you're not on a path, and what am I supposed to be doing? And you are on a path. You are on a path, and maybe you are just in a little timeout while you're waiting for something else to line up. But you are on the path. Yeah, again, they're getting you ready. They're getting you ready. Over here, you've been purging, you've been doing your work, you've been getting yourself ready for something, and trust it. Trust it's coming. Okay, good business decisions, giving to those who are less fortunate. I'm just going to look at this one's picture for a little bit. It's time to, okay, there's some areas you're being too cautious. Now over here it's telling you to be cautious and look at everyone's motives, and then this one's telling you you're being too cautious. So maybe you are in some areas and not enough in others, who knows. But that's going to ring true for each person as you're hearing it. Some of you, this part will resonate, where it's like, hey, you know, you want to look at everyone's motives. And then over here where it's saying you're being too cautious. They can be the same, they can be separate. You know, you might be needing to look at everyone's motives that's involved in whatever this fated thing you're going into is, and you may also need to be careful that you're not being too cautious, too frivolous, and that you're allowing yourself to be open and ready, and trust that you are lining up for something absolutely spectacular. Something good's coming. And we know December is leading us into the end of 2019. It's leading us forward to 2020. There's a lot coming in December, so it makes sense that, you know, we have this Mercury retrograde right here in November, where we can purge things, rethink them, revisit them, relook at them, redo them if we want to. And now we've done all of that work, and now we're starting on this journey towards this fate, this destiny that you're working towards. Now, we got this for the weekend, and here it is again. It's time to be playful. And that is the best manifester, isn't it? So that is your action step. Be playful, be lighthearted, go into things like a child would, like you're seeing it with childlike wonderment. There is also some things that may be coming to an end for you, and that's okay. That's an action step too. You know the doors you need to close, you know the things you need to walk away from. Maybe there's some old habits that you're letting go of, or that you know you need to let go of, and you're doing that. Maybe there's a job you need to walk away from. Maybe there's a relationship that needs to shift, change, or be complete. There's some of you are going to be having some endings here. But okay, this is a beautiful action step though. The lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. So again, time to really take hold of your dreams. And these messages do all tie into each other. You know, we've had the ones where it says, bring yourself to the game, bring you. Well, this is your dreams. Bring your dreams. This is your destiny. This is you that have been preparing for this. They've been getting you ready. Okay. This is you. Now let's see what this outcome is. And, oh goody, we're going to be drawing some more cards for sure on this. Okay. So we have the shadow self. And I want to look at this card because I have so many things to say about shadow self. You know, a lot of people are like, heal the shadow, heal the shadow. I always say, love the shadow. Love the part of you that gets mad, that gets hurt, that gets wounded, that feels sadness, because you know what? That's part of you. And, you know, that's a part of you to love, that you have the ability to be hurt and sad when something isn't right, or when you get treated poorly by another person or a situation. You know, love the shadow side. So this may be something that you've been learning to do, is loving that part of yourself. And this also could mean that you're dealing with some of that shadow stuff here as we're closing up that Mercury retrograde. And we do have a shadow to the retrograde. So even though it goes direct on Wednesday and we're already in the lighter part of it, you may still have a couple of shadow days to that, and you may still be cleaning up this purge. Okay. That may cause you to want to be an introvert. Um, I love this card. She's beautiful. She's got all these lovely flowers around her, but it's an introvert. And just looking at her responsibilities, what she's doing, she's still reflecting, and that's where you're at. So it's a very sensitive time, you know, and you might be very sensitive emotionally, and it's a very, very delicate time for communicating. It's a very delicate time for exchanging ideas with people. Just, it might be, might be a good idea to just kind of stay reserved for a day or two more, you know, until this retrograde passes, and then start sharing and start stepping into that energy that is inspiring you. Because right now, it is a delicate time. You have been purging. You might be feeling a little bit raw, a little bit tender in the feelings. Okay. And so then that might bring out some of that shadow self as well. And so just being careful with that, especially if you're one of the ones that has to let something go, there is going to be some raw feelings there. And you are going to feel like you just want to be an introvert and hibernate a little, you know, be the hermit. And that's okay. This week, it's still, oh my gosh, it's still pushing you towards such greatness. There's something you're lining up to that is your fate, and it's what you came here to do. And that part's so exciting, that the rest of this stuff, if it feels like work, it's okay, because you're just kind of cleaning up that purge. You're kind of cleaning up that final sweep through of getting rid of what's no longer serving, and allowing for beautiful, beautiful things to start coming in. And they are. And the last card here with the angel deck is make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. See, there we go, the sensible approach, because you don't want to get into those raw hurt feelings that are exposed right now through this Mercury retrograde where people are reflecting. So just be very delicate with your conversations. Love on people, encourage them, be kind to them, and just deal with any challenges that come up. And if you did have a misunderstanding or you miscommunicated with someone right now, and actually this week is very, very likely that you could really miscommunicate to somebody, or they could misunderstand what it is you have to say. And so this card is saying, go ahead and reach out to people, love on people, tell them, encourage them, be a support system for them. But if there's already been some miscommunication, make time for that person to sit down with them, hear their side, hear what they have to say, and understand and be with them for whatever it was they thought they heard. Okay. And just give them that space to express it, because somewhere in there they need to, that's their purge. They needed to hear it the way they heard it in order to let it heal them, but they need you to listen in order to help them to heal. Okay. So yes, we've got raw feelings, we got delicate things happening, and we want to know what else is there for us to know about this. And so we're just going to pull a couple more cards here. Yeah, you may feel like you want to protect yourself right now. And again, that's a good idea. Just be very careful what you're saying to people. Be mindful of it. Don't let the emotions take you over and say things that you're going to regret later. And I think that's what that card is saying. And this is throughout this week, remember. So also, it's telling us we're moving into some abundance. Let's get through this last piece of the Mercury retrograde. Let's purge this last part. Trust this process. It's getting you ready for this fated thing that's coming in. If you're not already in this thing, this part of your life that is your destiny, that is your fate, it's coming. And so you're being prepared for it, okay? So balance, abundance, protection against some of the things that may feel harsh to you right now. That is additional information from the vintage cards. And now we're going to go with the Forest Fairies. What else can you tell us about this reading? What else is there? Vitality, health, energy. See, it's taking us somewhere wonderful. Think about that. If you went camping for a week and there was no showers and you're just sweaty and icky and gross, that's how you're coming in. You're a sweaty, icky, gross camper person. Hey, look at me now. I get to go jump in the shower and use a nice big bar of soap and get all cleaned up and shampooed. And boom, now I'm feeling fresh and clean. That's what the Mercury retrograde's doing. The Mercury retrograde was the camping trip. It was a little bit rough, but there was some fun along the way. And now it's time to get cleaned up and be shiny and new and reflective. Okay, so this one's going to kind of go with that introvert thing. Time to be an observer. And this is some of the best advice when you really want to be careful not to rock the boat. There's a lot of really highly sensitive things going on right now. Be careful of what you're saying when you're saying it. Be mindful. This card is saying be silent and be the observer, be the listener. Let other people talk and don't take what they're saying to heart. You know, if somebody's venting and they're saying some mean or awful things, you know, yeah, you got to listen to some of that. You don't want to be treated that way, but also take some of that with a grain of salt, that they're just feeling very raw, very exposed, very vulnerable right now, okay? And if you were that person feeling raw and vulnerable, would you want someone to be open to forgiving you for things that you might say when you're not quite yourself? And this is beautiful. I love the picture on that card. If I can get a good picture of it for you guys. Maybe. There it is. Yeah. Beautiful little ice princess thing going on there. And it's about recovery, comeback, and revival. So yes, Phoenix out of the ashes, right? We're all being the Phoenix out of the ashes right now. And we're rising up and we're taking back our power. Taking back our power. Okay, so now we're going to grab the angel cards here. We'll get some more information from them as well. We're just going to ask the angels, what else would we benefit from knowing from this reading for the collective today? What else could we benefit from knowing from this reading? Okay. Search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth at this time. That's coming through. And brilliant, impartial, professional, diplomatic, seek your mind and speak your mind, not seek your mind. Speak your mind with confidence and seek out professional advice, balance. Okay, so we've gotten balance in here already before too. And emotional considerations. Okay, again, it's telling you, be mindful of your emotions, be mindful of other people's emotions, and just be gentle this week. Do not go into anything too impulsive. Do not go into anything charged up. If you're feeling upset at somebody, the best thing to do is go into hermit. Go back away, give some silence, give a little space to that, and let it just settle down before you speak about it, okay? Yeah, you might learn some truths by just being the listener, but they may come in harsh ways because people are feeling raw, they are feeling exposed, they are feeling vulnerable. And they are dealing with their hurts and pains from the past that are surfacing. So just be careful. You may say something in complete innocence, and the person that's hearing it is going to hear it the way they need to hear it for their challenge that they're going through. And that's kind of what this card is saying. You know, just be patient with how things are rolling out. Let people have what they need to have as far as emotions, but don't be their doormat, and just know that you are in a very sensitive, this energy this week is very sensitive. Can you hear me say it one more time? The energy this week is very sensitive. So let's be careful with that. We want to be mindful of other people's emotions, mindful of our own emotions. Now, you make it through this war zone, right? You make it through this sensitive week. And actually, I think you could do it with such ease and grace if you just relax yourself and don't take anything too personally, and know that everyone is going through their process, and be the listener and be the observer, and you're going to learn things about people, but you're going to see deeper into their soul, and that's a beautiful thing. You're going to see their pain. That's not so beautiful, but you know what it is. You're going to see their pain, you're going to see their vulnerability, and you have the option, you have the choice to step in and raise them back up and encourage them and support them. And so be that person this week. Be somebody that's supporting another person that may be struggling with something right now, especially if there's some that are going through breakups, with letting go of something, lost a job, whatever it might be, going through a hard time, needing to move, whatever it is. Just be supportive of that person, talk them up, encourage them, and help them out. And you do that, and you're going to come into this beautiful energy of the 10 of water. And it's a rewarding family life. Emotional and material needs are all met. Trustworthy relationships are coming in. This is equivalent to the 10 of cups, which means, you know, you just can't ask for anything more. This is all wishes coming true, right? All wishes coming true. So that's kind of where I want to leave that with you guys. And I'm going to check in and see if there's anything else that wants to be said, needs to be said. You know, if you guys listen to the weekend reading, there is also the morning affirmation prayer meditation that I put on there, a link for that. And it might be a good one if you are, if you think that might help you. It's really a good way to get your day started, to remind you to just put your best foot forward and be the best version of yourself in each day. And there's some really good things in that. So that's over on the other link. And if I remember, I'll put it on this one as well. It's a link for the prayers for the morning affirmation meditation. It's really, I encourage you, with the energy that looks like we're going to be dealing with this week. And this isn't, everybody isn't going to be dealing with this, but for those of you who aren't in the emotional, feeling raw, feeling exposed, feeling vulnerable place, be the support system for those who are. So I am speaking to everyone listening to this reading. On some level, you fit this. And for everyone, I feel like we're moving into something, me included, you, me, everyone listening. We're moving into something that we came here on this planet to do. We're going into something that is fated, that is contracted, that we made a promise to do. We made a promise to ourselves, and we made a promise to the others involved. And it's kind of an emotional thing to look at this card, and it's kind of an exciting thing, moving forward into something that that you've been waiting to do, that you came here to do. And so that's very exciting to look forward to that, and know that you've been working with purging everything else to bring this in. This is like the most important card of this whole thing right here. Okay, so let's see if there's anything else that needs to be said about that. I kind of, with this card sitting here, I kind of do want to go into, see if there's a channel for that. And so just give me a second to connect with Daniel here. And if you're new, Daniel is the Octorian that I channel. Hello, everyone, and thank you for inviting me into this reading. I thank you so much for giving me this space and this time and this little bit of time to talk to you. And as Tracie has talked about, with this energy that is going on, with moving into something so big in your life, and this is a moment, this is something that is coming in for the planet. You have all been working very hard at raising frequencies, raising vibrations, raising yours, raising your neighbors, raising your family up. And you have been praying over them, and you have been wishing and hoping and reaching out to people and moving them up with you. And you have been doing a fabulous job, and it has been hard, and it is not a journey that you took lightly. And for all of you listening, you are members of this this beautiful light worker community that is here to do such great and fabulous things. And we do say that as a light working community, you are moving into something new. You are moving into some new energy. You are moving into new assignments. You are moving into some things that you came here to do. Just as Tracie said, she is getting that right. You are moving forward, with force, with love, with grace, with ease into this next thing. And you are going to be, some of you, paired with your fated ones, with your twins. And that is terminology that is used here on your planet. You're being fated and pulled together with your counterparts that are going to be magnifying your energy, and you are going to be magnifying their energy. And as you come together, you are creating this beautiful, beautiful amplification of this energy of love and light and what you came here to do. That is what some of you are going to be experiencing. Some of you are going to be experiencing a shift in the path work that you are doing, and you are going to be moving forward in something new, or taking what you are already doing and adding something to it, and maneuvering it and shifting it and changing it just a little bit. And so we want to congratulate all of you. You are leveling up. You are moving into this new direction. You are making room for something wonderful and great to come in. And we thank you, thank you, thank you from this side of things. It is a very exciting time, and it is very important for you to all know that the work you are doing, we feel so much gratitude, so much love for you, and so much appreciation for all the sacrifices, all of the hard work, and all of the hardships that you have been through to get to this point. We know that there has been a lot of hurdles to go through, and a lot of upheaval in families, a lot of upheaval in relationships, and a lot of healing that has needed to be done in order to get to where you are today. And we are all applauding you. We are all standing in line, cheering you on, making as much noise as we can from this end to congratulate you for making it this far. And we know that this journey moving forward is going to get more and more exciting for you. We want you to know that you keep your heart in the right place, and you will keep lining up to the things that are working, to the things that are your destiny, that are your dreams, that are your passions. And we do want to say that there will be other things going on in the world that maybe are not so pleasant, but that is all in alignment as well. And that is where we want you to go to the trust. We want you to trust that everything is in alignment, and that we do not want it to take away from your enjoyment of the things that are going right. Know that those things have to fall away, and that whoever is being affected by that, it is for a reason. There is a destiny for them as well. And so when you see something happening that is not pleasant, or feels hard, and it feels troubling for you, we do not want it to take away from your joy. We do appreciate your love and your prayers and your extension to those moments, to the things that happen that are troubling, as we already said before. We want you to know that if there were any other way at this time, we would love to do that. And as the world continues to shift, it makes it easier and lighter and more manageable. And these things will lighten up for sure. And that there are some that need to go through these experiences for their own enlightenment. And we want to trust that. We want to love each of them through it. And that is our biggest message to everyone, is to stay in love. If there is somebody that is doing something awful in your eyes, send them love, because they are hurting and they are in pain. And if they are hurting and in pain, the only way to really heal it is to be there in supporting them, loving them through it, and praying over them that they will find the light and find their path as well. And we think we have spoken enough. That is all you need to really know, is that there are some really great changes coming, but we are finishing up this last part of the purge. It is just sweeping out the last parts of it. And then next week, we hope to be showing you some really great things as we move forward into some new energy. And so please, please enjoy it. Some of you are already hitting the frequencies of the new energy that is coming in for you, and it is sweeping through. It is in its light phases this week, and the next week it'll come in a little bit stronger. And as you move into December, that is when the frequencies and the new energy will come in at its strongest. And we appreciate all of you who have worked so hard to enjoy this. And we thank you for being here and watching this video and sharing this time with us today. And we appreciate all of you once again. Thank you. Okay, so there's your message. We are moving into a lot of new things according to that. And so that's going to be different for each person. And congratulations to those of you who are moving into some really great unions with some really powerful soul connections. That's going to be some exciting times ahead for you. And so with that, you guys, I'm going to say my goodbyes. Go to traciemahan.com. I do the Ascension sessions on QHHT and readings. So go over there and look through the things I do, traciemahan.com. I will have some links below for podcast channels. I'll put that prayer down below, and also any links to find me on Patreon or any of those other places. All of that's down below. I will see you guys at the end of the week, and I hope you guys enjoy this week. Remember, be easy on yourself because you're getting ready for something really great. Okay, bye-bye.